Hello, my name's Sam and you're watching my channel, so let's sparkle with Sam. So today is my favourite vlog of the year. It is hashtag a gift to November. So last year when I did hashtag gift to November, I was a very new vlogger. Slightly green, some might say, but I absolutely loved it, and it is right up my street, and I love gift giving and I love gift making. So join me today for a bumper edition. I have 10, yes I said it, 10 gifts that I'm intending to make, 10 different gifts that I'm intending to make, and I am going to give you those ideas. So hashtag gift to November is the brainchild of the lovely Alison and the lovely Adam. So Alison, Sew Like Dotty, and Adam from Adam Sews. And the idea of this challenge is that on the 30th of the 11th, so on the 30th of November, you go onto Instagram and you post a picture of what you have made in November for a gift. It doesn't have to be Christmas related. You can just choose November to make all of your gifts for all of the year, and then you've saved yourself the rest of the year of pain because all of your gifts are made. But for me, it definitely has Christmas in mind. So there are lots of fabulous prizes this year. I will pop the rules up here, and I will pop some prizes up at some point, and I'll put the links to everything down below. But I am the middle vlogger, so you've probably heard all of the rules and all of the prizes before. So it is a bit of a bumper edition today. So I am gonna just get on and tell you about the gifts. But first of all, you must check out all of the other vloggers that are doing their gift to November vlogs this month, because I am inspired by everyone. And oh my goodness, we have such a sandwich of loveliness for gift to November this year. So yesterday was the gorgeous and the amazing Rachel from the French Seams, and tomorrow is the equally lovely, gorgeous, fabulous Karen from So Little Time, and then you got little old me in the middle. So what a creative sandwich, hey? So yeah, so shall we get on? Now, I'm going to do a quick apology. I have got 10 things and I have problems remembering 2 things. So I do have my trusty clipboard and and everything written down. So apologies if I do glance down to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. So shall we get started? So some things I'm going to tell you who I'm making them for, some things I'm not, because obviously we like to keep secrets, gift secrets. The first one, I can tell you exactly who it's for, because this person has chosen the gift that they want, and I have to say they are my favourite kind of people. Hey Sam, I'd really like this. Can you make it for me? Yes, because it takes away a lot of the thinking. So the first gift is for my gorgeous, lovely mother-in-law. And she has asked for an apron. She doesn't want anything frilly. She doesn't want anything exciting. She just wants a plain apron that she can use in the kitchen. And I have made lots of aprons before. She knows exactly what it is, shapes I make, and she has told me exactly what she wants. So what I do when I go about making my apron is, as I have an old favourite apron, and I think it came, I've had it years and years, but I think it came from quite an expensive store, and it, as you know, it's kind of really old and really tired now, but I keep it because I've made my pattern from it. So my pattern is here, and as I said, so you just, it's on the fold, and I've just taken the pattern from an old apron. But the thing that I liked about this particular one was the pocket, and the pocket has got this kind of slanty effect on it, and it makes a very simple plain apron into something a little bit more special. So that's what I do for my aprons. I just do one layer. This year Isabel's already chosen, sorry, my mother-in-law's already chosen her fabric, and she has chosen this gorgeous fabric, which is, I don't know whether you can see it, but they're cartoon dogs on this lovely, it's a linen look canvas. It's from Carolyn Rose. We've got lots of linen look canvases in at the moment. I am actually going to use some others for some other presents. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so I'm going to use the canvas for the main apron. I'm also going to use the canvas for the pockets and for the straps. Now obviously you can make it a lot easier for yourself and just buy webbing for the straps, but I like to use the fabric. So what I will do is I'll put 2 little D-rings. So I'll put 2 D-rings on one side, and then I'll hook I'll show you on my pattern piece. So I'll put a D-ring on one side, and then on the other side is where I'll put the other piece of the strap, so that the strap can then go in, and then you can tie it into the D-rings, and then that makes it an adjustable one. Obviously, if you're a beginner sewer and you don't want to mess about with D-rings, you can just have it so it goes straight over your head. But I quite like to do it adjustable because it makes it, well, it just means that anyone can wear it then. You don't have to make it for just one person. If you make it for a gift, it's great because you could, it's even one of those things, they don't take that long to sew up. You could even make a couple. If you just got some really lovely, we've got some lovely linen look canvas. I'll pop a picture up here at Carolyn Rose at the moment that's got little holly leaves on. Well, you could make a couple of those and have them, you know, as a just in case present, because it would feel like you've made it just for someone special, but because it isn't a particular fabric, it would go down really, really well. So yeah, so that's the apron, and I literally just roll in the seams. I roll them in twice, and then at the top I just add myself a little facing so that I can pop in the straps and the D-rings. Oh, and then obviously I put waist ties on as well. So yeah, so that's aprons. Aprons are great. Now on my YouTube channel I do have a apron sew along, but that is for a child. It's a child of 4 and under, and it is made from 1 fat quarter. So if you want to go and have a little look at that, it's a fat quarter apron for a child. And again, you know, use some fun fabrics, great for children's Christmas presents. But the apron that I'm going to make for the challenge is for an adult, and I'm going to make a couple of them. So that is gift number 1, aprons. So gift number 2. Now I have to say, again, it's another gift that I've been asked for. A couple of my friends have asked me if I could make them a yoga bag, a bag for putting their yoga mats in, and also some of their other little bits and pieces to go to their yoga classes. And I of course said yes, and then I was like, oh, I should be simple enough to kind of figure out the sizes and things. And then whatever Katie sews, and if I've got that wrong, apologies, I'll pop it down the bottom. I saw her on Instagram, and she has made an Ellie and Mac pattern, and the original pattern, it's actually meant for wrapping paper. I'll pop all of the details below, and it's called something like a share and store bag or something like that, or yeah, a gift and store bag, and it's meant for storing wrapping paper in. But the larger size one is perfect for a yoga mat, and then it's got a little zipped pocket in it as well. I'll pop a picture up of the finished one here, and I'm going to make 2, and again, perfect fabric for that is the linen look canvas. So I have actually got some canvas that I've had from a previous project, and I'm hoping because of the pockets and things that I'll be able to use some of my scrap fabrics as well as some of the larger pieces. And I have got this lovely starry fabric, and I've got this in a couple of different colorways. I've got it in this colorway and I've got it in this colorway as well, which I know looks very similar, but it is slightly different, so I might mix and match them together. And then I've also got this lovely soft linen that I might use for the lining, and then I'm just going to get some webbing for the straps. So yeah, I'm quite excited about making that. As I said, I'm going to leave all of the details below to all of the patterns and where you can find them. But yeah, yoga bag, great unique present, feels like a really special present. And yeah, so if you know someone that likes yoga, or even someone that wants to store some wrapping paper, why not make them a yoga bag? So number three is actually one of the things that I love to receive as a gift, as well as one of the things that I love to give, because I don't know about you, but in our house we tend to use a lot of bags, and I love the little fold away bags that you can pop in a handbag, so that when you're, so if you're out shopping, you're never caught without a bag. And when I give these as gifts, they always go down really well, and I'm quite often asked for them for Christmas, which is really lovely. Now, ages ago, earlier this year, I was having a little look on Pound Fabrics, as you do, and I found these gorgeous canvas prints, and they were giving me real Cath Kidston vibes. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. So I bought myself a couple of meters of each, and I thought they would make really, really lovely gifts, tote bags for Christmas. So I'm going to make those up into the little fold away tote bags. Now, I know you're now eagerly waiting for a pattern. So the pattern that I use is one that I've drafted myself, and it's just a very simple bag, and it's got like a little pocket piece on the top, so that if you fold it very carefully and you roll it up, you can kind of then, with a little popper, it all stays together. But there are lots and lots of different ones that you can find online, in a simple Google search, for a fold up bag on YouTube, you will find lots and lots. However, if you would like to know how I make mine, I am going to be doing Vlogmas this year. It's been a long and hard decision. I wasn't going to do it. My life has been challenging, shall we say, this year, but I have decided that I think it's a really good thing for me. It's good to keep me motivated, and I would really like to do it. And so this year, what I've decided to do with Vlogmas is that I'm going to intersperse my Vlogmases with little online tutorials, and the bag is going to be one of them. So yeah, so subscribe up, folks, if you would like to see how to do the how I make my tote bag, my fold up tote bag. Then I am going to be showing you on my Vlogmas tour, as it were. So yeah, so fold up tote bag, fold up shopping bag, brilliant, fantastic gift. And again, it's just a case of fabric choices, isn't it? Obviously, I think these ones, I'm definitely appealing to the ladies in my life. But if I chose a different fabric, I know that my Simon's got a lovely Star Wars bag that he takes everywhere, and he absolutely loves it. So yeah, so it's just a case of changing every fabric. Excuse me, frog in my throat today. So gift number 4. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. Now, this is one that has come from the lovely Heather at Always Knitting and Sewing. And if you haven't checked out their Knit and Stitch It club, you really, really should. It is a subscription club, but it's ever such good value for money. You subscribe up, and then there are hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of gift crafting ideas. The videos that come with them are excellent. They're really hand-holdy. They're fabulous for beginners. But this one was one that came out as a subscription box. But if you subscribe to the hub, you get the best thing about it is that you get all of the subscription box tutorials as well. So I know you want me to stop talking and show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to be really careful and apologise for the clinking. So it is a gift caddy. Now I wanted to show you with the bottles in situ, so you can kind of get the idea. I have got a better picture that I will pop up on, but this is the gift caddy. So As you can see, it holds 2 bottles of wine, but it has lots of different other opportunities. So here it is. It's got a little vinyl pocket in. I've put my card in so that you can see. On this one, I've only put a pocket on one side, but there's nothing stopping you putting a pocket on both sides. There's nothing stopping you like dividing your pockets. So you could use this for anything. Change the fabric around and it can be something completely different. So, which is what I've done. Now, I've bought some of this lovely fabric, and this fabric came from Simple Life Fabrics, and I'm pretty sure she's still got some of this. So if she has, I will link it below. So if you do want to do kind of a wine lover, food lover caddy, where you pop a bottle of wine and some chocolates or something, then that kind of fabric is perfection. I'm making another caddy. Now, my daughter is a Winnie the Pooh fanatic. She loves Winnie the Pooh. She is also a teacher, so I'm going to make her a little caddy. As you can see, I haven't sewn these up yet. These are things that I intend to sew up for Christmas, but they are cut out and are ready to go. And she is a teacher, so what I'm going to do in hers is I'm going to put her lots of teacher gifts. So this is my kind of like, if you've got a teacher to sew for, this would be a great. So I'm going to make up her caddy in this fabric, and then inside I'll put lots of little teachery things, maybe a new pack of pencils, maybe a nice little mug, maybe some nice biscuits, things that I know that she likes, but a little caddy, because then the great thing about this gift is once you've used it to gift and you've given someone a lovely gift that they'll really love, they can use the caddy for other purposes. So I can see my daughter definitely using that in her classroom for putting lots of different bits and pieces in. So you can really go down the Christmas theme. So these are just Aldi fat quarters that I have cut out, and I'll be making a few of these in these Aldi fat quarters, popping a few Christmassy treats in, marshmallows, hot chocolate, that kind of thing. And they will be my neighbour gifts, or my, oh, just in case you forget, Auntie Marjorie gift. I've got some more of the wine ones cut out. That's probably telling you more about my friends than I need to tell you, but they're going to really love those ones. And then another one that I've got cut out ready to go. As you can tell, I'm going to be pretty busy sewing caddies in November. Is this one, and this is a sewing themed one. So this one is for a friend of mine that loves sewing, and I'm going to make up the caddy and fill it with all of her favourite kind of sewing bits, or my favourite sewing tools, maybe a few labels, maybe a few fat quarters, you know, a new seam ripper, all of those things that you know that your sewing buddies are gonna love and use. So one thing that I thought I would share with you is how I managed to get these things done, because I know a lot of times when I get lovely comments from you lot, you all say, Sam, how'd you do that? How'd you get so much done? And it's about being organised. So when I get something that I'm going to make a lot of, I always make myself a card template, and I always put all of the instructions that I need on it, because I find then this makes the whole process a lot quicker. I can cut it out quicker, I can mark it all quicker, it's all a lot quicker. And then I've also made a template for the pocket as well, and again, this just makes it a lot easier. I also batch sew all of these things, so that's why I have all of the pockets all ready to go, and then all of the outers all ready to go, and all of the linings all ready to go, because I will do it all in batches. I will do all of the pockets first, then I will do all of the linings, then I'll do all of the outers, then I'll do all of the putting it all together, because I find that that's quick. And I'll probably, you know, in an evening, I'll probably manage to sew 6 or 8 of these up in an evening, which is pretty good going. So, you know, I only need a couple of evenings, and I've got, you know, all of my neighbours and teacher friends' gifts done. So yeah, so that is my gift number 4, my gift idea number 4, which is for the gift caddy. And I do have to really thank Heather from Always Knit and Sewing for that idea, because as far as I'm concerned, that is a fabulous, fabulous idea. And I can see myself using that for all sorts of gift ideas in the future. So yes. Whew. Halfway through, folks. Gift number 5. So gift number 5 is another one that I get asked for a lot. I made them last year, and I'm making them again this year because I have had friends that have said that their daughters that receive them as gifts absolutely love them, and I'm really, really hoping to get another set this year. So it's great that I can kind of, because, you know, you don't want to give the same gift, but actually if someone really wants it, why not give the same gift, you know, if it's going to be useful. So this year's gift are my face wipes, and I make them in a little pouch. So as you can see, and then inside I do 7 face wipes. They're made with this lovely cotton bamboo terry, which is super, 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 super soft, and then a lovely soft cotton outer. And there's 7 of them because there's 7 days of the week and you need to wash your face every day. I mean, that's the way that I think about it. But my friends have said that's why they want another set, because they can have one set that they're using and the other set can be in the wash. I put them in a bag because it just makes them really, really handy for taking away. I had to go away recently this year, and it was fabulous. I just had all of these in here, and then I've got a little cleanser that comes in a little tin, and that also fits in there. So yeah, actually, the little cleanser, it's a chamomile cleanser from Body Shop, and it comes in a tiny little tin. You can get them in different sizes. You can get the big one, which I think is a bit better value, but you can get the little one, which is great for travel sizes, and that will fit in there. So if you want to add to it as a gift, then that's quite nice. And yeah, and it's great because you can make the pouch and the 7 wipes out of 1 fat quarter for the cotton, and then you need half a fat quarter for the bamboo terry. So it is really good on fabric. And again, how do I get them done quickly? Because I make a lot of these, and I mean a lot. I'm prepared. So for the pouch, it's 2 pattern pieces. I have them cut out ready. I have the written instructions on what I need to do. And again, if people would, I'm thinking that people would quite like a last minute gift idea during Vlogmas. So the other thing that I will be doing in Vlogmas is doing the little pouch to put your face wipes in. And then that is the one that I use for the face wipes. I keep it all together, and then every time I find I receive a really nice fat quarter that I think, oh, that's going to make lovely face wipes, and I pop it with these in a box, and then they get made up. So I will just share with you a couple of the fat quarters that I'm going to use for those. But again, here's one that I made last night. Actually, I made this last night, so this will actually be one of my gift in November's. I made it with a Liberty fat quarter, and because I made it with a Liberty fat quarter, when you buy Liberty fat quarters, you get the Liberty cotton ribbon with it. So I just cut one of those out, I pop a little bit of fabric glue on, and then I just sew around it and pop that on, and then there's a popper and then those inside. If you are going to use a directional fabric, obviously you need to think about which way up you want it. It does end up upside down on the back, but ends up the right way on the front, which is why maybe using non-directional fabrics would be better, but you can make them work. And I have got these lovely Liberty fabrics. Some are more Christmassy than others, and I will bear that in mind when I'm giving them to people. And that's what makes it a gift, really makes it personal, is that you think about which fabrics you're going to give to each person. I think the Aldi fat quarters this year, they will make absolutely fantastic face wipes, and I really stocked up. I've also got some Disney ones because my I think my daughter's friends, my daughter's 29 by the way, but I think some of her friends will love those, so I'm going to use those. So that's my face wipes and pouch. And as I said, stay tuned folks, during Vlogmas I will be doing a little tutorial for those. Now number six is, I thought really long and hard about whether I would show this one to you, because it feels a little bit like teaching Granny to suck eggs, because I know that all of you will be able to make these, and you do, but sometimes it's just thinking of things, isn't it? So last year I made a lot of tissue pouches to put paper tissues in, and I've been thinking a lot about sustainability this year, and I actually think that, you know, although paper tissues are great, I think we need to be making a move to be using handkerchiefs. There's nothing wrong with handkerchiefs in the past, and in actual fact handkerchiefs used to be, you know, the kind of go-to Christmas present to your granddad or your auntie, and I have lots of friends who are very kind of eco-minded and who would really like to have something simple like a handkerchief made for them, particularly if it was made in a special fabric that they would really like. So this year, and again you can make them look really lovely, so this is a handkerchief that I have made, and I have folded it in some ribbon, so I think it looks really lovely. So simple. We'll open it up for you. It is just a 12-inch by 12-inch square. I put two. I've used this lovely cotton. Now the best cotton I found to use for handkerchiefs is flat double gauze, so it washes up really nice, and it just feels nice and soft, but it's not got the kind of stiff weight to it than perhaps a quilting cotton will have. So you've got a nice soft handkerchief, and then all I've done is I've overlocked the edges. If you wanted to, you could do a rolled hem, or if you wanted to, you could do lovely mitered corners, but for me, I'm quite happy with those. And then each person will get 2 handkerchiefs. I have actually ordered some more cotton gauze to make some more of those, so I will be making them in different fabrics, but the cat ones will go down rather well. So yeah, nice simple one, handkerchiefs, great present. So number 7, we're getting more onto garment making now, so if that's what interests you, then stay tuned. And I'm so excited to show you this. So my darling friend Catherine from Soverton Makery, she did a little bit of a de-stash this year and earlier, and I always want to support Catherine in any way I can, and so I had a look on and I found this on her de-stash. Will you look at it? It's just so gorgeous, and it's lots of dogs and I think cats as well, actually. Yeah, dogs and cats, all with Christmas hats on. I mean, how adorable is that? And it's a good weight jersey, and with it came a small piece of this red ribbing. And me and my daughter have always kind of gone on about being matchy at Christmas, and I thought perhaps there's going to be a few of us all together, my daughter, my 2 sons' girlfriends and me, and I thought what I'd do is I would do little Christmas jumpers, but kind of t-shirty jumpers for us all. And I have decided that I am going to use the Jarrah sweater pattern, because I'm going to pop a picture up, one of I made earlier here, and I love it. Now, as I said, it's a slightly lighter weight, but I'm going to give it a go and see how it works, because I love the style of the Jarrah sweater, and I have a feeling that it will work in that fabric. And it will just be a bit of fun. I think it's something we'll wear and wear again. We're definitely an animal loving family, so even when it's not Christmas, we'll just wear it for funsies. So yeah, so that's going to be the Jarrah sweater for Christmas jumpers. And you know, whether you make a Christmas jumper or a Christmas t-shirt or whatever, it's always a lovely thing to give as a gift, and it's something that people will remember as well. So yeah, that's something. And I'm hoping that I am going to be able to sew those up in November, because I'm hoping to wear some during Vlogmas. So I've got some Christmassy things to wear, because I don't really have Christmas jumper much. I think I've got a few very old ones, but yeah, so that's that. Now, number 8, I have to give credit to this idea to the lovely Clare at Stitch Hem Sew, because I've had on my list of things that I wanted to make for people gloves, but I didn't really know which gloves to make. So let me grab my pile and also give you a little bit of a backstory of why gloves. So those of you that have watched my previous videos know that I have a space science background, and I originally set up a space program for children called Space Camps with my lovely friend Amanda Paul, and we set up space camps. And it's, you know, I love space and I love stargazing, and that is my real true passion. I love sewing, but I also love the stars, and I love to stargaze. And when you stargaze, living in the UK as well, stargazing proper really comes in the winter. You get darker skies, and it's just nicer to stargaze in the winter. The downside of stargazing in the winter is that it is blooming freezing, so you need to keep your hands warm. However, if you are using a telescope or a pair of binoculars, and I tend to use binoculars for stargazing, I've got some special binoculars that I use for stargazing, you need to have your fingers free so that you can adjust and use the dials, and that you can take things on and off, and that you can, and also I need my fingers free because I use apps on my phone for stargazing as well. So, but you want to keep your hands warm. So I was going down the mittens route and kind of different things and thinking, oh, I'll be able to figure something out. And then the wonderful, fantastic Clare from Stitch Hem Sew came up with this idea. And it's a sewing pattern from Selfmade, and it's for wrist warmers. So I quickly ran a pair up just to check that it would work, and here they are. This is just in an old pair of fleece that I had hanging around, and I'll just pop them up, and yeah, and they're absolutely great, and they will definitely do the job. But obviously for my friends, I am going to choose stargazing appropriate fabrics. So I've got a few cut out ready to go here. They're just so simple, they come together so simply. And what I am going to do is I've got some ribbon, and I am going to add a cuff to it, because the one thing that I noticed that actually when you hold a pair of binoculars, you bring your arms up, and sometimes the edges of your coats or your jumpers will pull down, but you want your gloves to stay still. So I was thinking I might put some just add little cuffs to them to make them more stargazing friendly, and then there you go. And here is one that I've got already, and I just need to pop the cuff on. So stargazing gloves. Now, you might not have friends that like to stargaze, so stargazing gloves might be a very niche present. However, I'm sure you have a friend that's always got cold hands, so it's a lovely gift to give to someone, to just keep their hands nice and warm in whatever activities they want to do at any time of the year. So yeah, so that's my number 8. So number 9 and 10 are linked. They are both pyjamas, but they are pyjamas 2 ways. So number 9 are men's pyjamas, my pyjamas for my boys. And I'll just quickly grab some fabric. So I managed to snap up this fabric from Elephant in my handbag when they had a 30% sale earlier this year, and as you can see, it's this gorgeous seagulls jersey. Now there's a bit of a backstory to this. My boys are terrified of seagulls. Like, you know, they've got over it now, they're adults, but when they're little, like, you know, because birds can be quite scary. And I have got a fabulous picture of one of my sons. It's birds in general, it's not just seagulls, but he's trying to hide from a peacock that's like eyeing up his sandwich, and you can just see like fear in his face, but he's trying to be really brave and he's just hiding his head behind his lunchbox. So birds and seagulls just remind me of my boys, so I thought, why not make them both a pair of seagull pajama bottoms. And then I've got this lovely just plain blue jersey, which I'll make them t-shirts to match their pajamas. Now the pattern that I'm going to use for this one is a lovely men's patterns for jersey, because I tend to find lots of patterns for cotton, for wovens, not so many for jerseys for men, and my boys love jersey pajamas. So it's the men's movie night PJs, and they're from Sew a Little Seam. Now that's a free pattern if you go onto their Facebook page and follow their link that way. They will give you a little code, and you put the code in at the checkout and then you get it for free. So, you know, fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that they do these movie night pajamas for kids and for women as well. But the women's one that I like to use is the Tilly and the Buttons Juno pajamas, but this one is a great one for men. So, and once you find a pattern that you love for the people that you love, stick with it. It's my advice. Once you find one that you really love and the people love it, stick with that one. So number 10 is the good old Tilly and the Buttons PJs bottoms. So me and my husband, we when I first started sewing, I made him one of the first dressmaking projects that I made was a pair of pajama bottoms. I made a pair for me and I made a pair for him, and bless his little heart, he adores them. He absolutely adores them, and we've still got our matching pairs. But I made him another pair, and the other day they gave in. But they've been washed and washed, and so I was quite pleased that they lasted so long. But I've decided that I'm going to make him another pair for Christmas. And so Always Knitting and Sewing to the rescue again. They had a fantastic sale, and I managed to get this lovely Star Wars fabric with the little tokens on, and I managed to get this absolutely fabulous Wonder Woman fabric, and it was, wait for it, £2 a metre. So I mean, £2 a metre, absolutely fantastic. I don't think that they have any left, but I will link Always Knitting and Sewing fabrics, because, you know, you should go and check them out. So yeah, so I'm going to make the Wonder Woman ones for me, and I'm going to make the Star Wars ones for my husband. And I've got quite a bit of fabric, so I might make 2 pairs of the Wonder Woman ones and have one for my daughter and one for me, and I may make 2 pairs of these, and again perhaps gift, or just have Simon have 2 pairs, because you can never have enough pajama bottoms, can you, really? So yeah, so that is my 10 ideas for gift to November. Phew, have you stayed with me? Well done, congratulations. Go and get yourself a cup of tea and a pat on the back. So I'm just going to recap. So number 1 was aprons. Aprons make great gifts. You can make them for all kinds, all sorts. Number 2 was the yoga bag. Number 3 was a fold away bag for shopping. Number 4 was the gift caddy. Number 5 was the face wipes with the pouch. Number 6 was handkerchiefs. Number 7 was a Christmas sweater, Christmas t-shirt. And I'm going to use the Jarrah sweater. Number 8 was gloves for stargazing or other activities where your hands get cold. Number 9 was the movie night pajamas, and number 10 was the Tilly and the buttons woven pajamas. Phew, well done, Sam, you got through it. So I hope that you enjoyed hearing about what I'm going to make through November. And you know, you might not see me a lot in November. I'm going to be busy sewing, and I hope you do join in with a gift in November. Don't forget, 30th of November, you have to pop your posts onto Instagram. You must tag Sew Like Dotty, and you must tag Adam Sews, and you must hashtag it a gift to November 23. But it is well worth you giving it a go, because you might win a prize, and well, why not? And don't forget to go and check out all of the lovely other vloggers. That's what I'm going to go and do now, actually. I'm going to go and check out some of the hashtag gift in November. So don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Take care.